In the history of Nigerian Pentecostalism, Bishop David Oyedepo stands as a towering figure, visionary founder of the Living Faith Church worldwide, known to many as Winners Chapel. But what happens when a kingdom begins to divide? Not by rebellion, but by quiet transitions, obedience to policies, and the birth of new visions. Today, we explore a deeply intriguing perspective: how Bishop David Oyedepo may have unknowingly split his own church when he retired his long-serving vice president, Bishop David Abioye. This is not a tale of conflict or rebellion, but rather an untold truth that reveals how loyalty, leadership, and legacy can reshape even the strongest spiritual institutions. Let's dive into the story behind the retirement, and why Abioye's quiet exit might have created a second wave of the living faith movement. The silent exit, a retirement that spoke volumes. Bishop David Abioye wasn't just any church leader, he was the second in command. For decades, he stood by Oyedepo, managing the expansive ministry in Abuja and across Nigeria's northern states. When the church's internal policy regarding age and tenure came into play, Abioye accepted his retirement with humility, without fanfare, controversy, or murmuring.
Some things here, just to show you before we go to the blessing. This is our administrative policy, 1998, reviewed 2001. This is administrative policy handbook, 2003. This is the mandate, 2012, and reviewed this year after 12 years. We have, by divine orchestration, operated by divine order, which has kept this ministry on her feet till tomorrow. Please set order to your life. He said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of their times and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is the mystery that makes it work. I'm glad today that we're in this validated service, and the main purpose is to unleash next level grace for the individuals involved to keep going till Jesus comes.
But sometimes, it's not the noise that causes a shake, it's the silence. His retirement marked the end of an era, and more importantly, it sparked the beginning of a new movement, the living Word Conquerors Global Assembly, led by the same Bishop Abioye.
On this final note, and to the glory of God, this assembly with the name Living Word Conquerors Global Assembly is hereby inaugurated this day, Sunday, 4th May 2025.
So, what changed? Let's explore the 5 key reasons this move might have split the Living Faith Church, unintentionally, but significantly. 1. Goshen's exodus. When the flock follows the shepherd. Abioye was more than a vice president. He was the resident bishop of the Goshen Church in Abuja, one of the largest branches of the Living Faith Church. This was more than a church. It was a stronghold. Members at Goshen didn't just admire him, they trusted him, were groomed under his teachings, and grew with him spiritually. Now, with his new church taking shape, a natural migration is underway. Not out of rebellion, but out of loyalty and spiritual connection. Many see Abioye as their spiritual father, and so, they follow him, not necessarily abandoning the doctrine of living faith, but rather, continuing with the man who taught them what faith means. 2. The Northern Network, a regional realignment. One of Abioye's key roles was overseeing churches across northern Nigeria. For years, he built leadership structures, nurtured pastors, and strengthened fellowships in challenging terrains. This network is more than administrative. It's relational. These churches are now potential satellites of Abioye's new ministry. As he begins to plant branches of Living Word Conquerors Global Assembly, northern leaders who once served under him may seek alignment with his new vision. It's not about division. It's about a natural flow of trust and shared values. Slowly, a parallel network of faith communities is emerging, shaped by the influence of one man. 3. Loyalists within. Seeds of a silent shift. Every great leader leaves a mark, not just in the hearts of members, but also in the minds of collaborators. Within Living Faith Church, Abioye still commands loyalty from several leaders, pastors, coordinators, administrators, and longtime workers. While some may stay, others are discreetly stepping into his new ministry, viewing it as a continuation of a vision they believe in. This is where the lines begin to blur, because although the structures remain, the spirit and essence of the ministry seem to be duplicating. This quiet shift has created what analysts might call a soft split, not by rebellion, but by realignment of hearts. 4. The power of quiet obedience. Why his silence speaks loudest. In the age of social media drama and controversial church exits, Abioye's retirement stood out for its calmness, humility, and grace. He didn't fight back, cry foul, or start a smear campaign. Instead, he obeyed the policy, honoring the same system that was retiring him. This quiet obedience is now one of the strongest reasons people are flocking to his new ministry. It reveals character. It reflects maturity. And for many, it confirms that Abioye is a man they can trust. Ironically, this same humility has elevated him to even greater spiritual influence, drawing followers not out of pity, but out of profound respect. 5. A new name, same mantle, continuity without conflict. Living Word Conquerors Global Assembly. The name is new. The logo is different. But the spirit, doctrine, and culture? Familiar. There's no denying that Abioye's new church mirrors Living Faith in structure, language, and spiritual emphasis. Some even call it a rebranded Winners' Chapel for the next generation. This resemblance isn't accidental. It's the continuation of a spiritual lineage. But now, there are two houses, birthed from one foundation. One led by Oyedepo, the other by Abioye. Both anointed, both active. But one reality stands clear. A split has occurred, not by rebellion, but by evolution. Two fathers, one legacy. In the end, the story of Bishop Oyedepo and Bishop Abioye isn't a tale of division. It's a story of destiny, a divine restructuring. What started as a retirement policy has now turned into the birthing of a parallel movement. Whether intentional or not, Living Faith Church has entered a new era, where leadership transitions are no longer just internal affairs, but catalytic moments that redefine entire denominations. Will the two churches coexist peacefully? Likely. Will members continue to shift loyalties? Definitely. This isn't a scandal. It's an untold truth. A truth that shows us how one man's quiet exit can lead to the rise of another global ministry. What do you think? Did Oyedepo make the right decision? Or could there have been another way? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep and honest insights into the spiritual dynamics shaping Nigeria and the world.